Hello, buddy. After a great result for Manchester United, and probably not the best performance, Manchester United have beat Everton. Now, let's get into the player ratings. Andre Nana, for me, I think today was a 7. Lots of positive today. Kept a clean sheet. Distribution was really good. Absolutely fantastic. A commanding presence. And overall, I think he's slowly improved. I think he's made gradual steps to be in the position that he is now. And for me, he's doing absolutely amazing. I think the performances he's putting in, consistency as well. And yeah, we know he was going to find it difficult. You've got to give players time to adapt. But for me, he's adapted absolutely amazing. And he's doing absolutely fantastic, in my opinion. The performances has been slowly developing. And after Manchester United, probably the defence was probably the best part of the game. So let's get into it. Delo at right back, for me, is 6.5. For me, he was all right today, steady. Wasn't too bad in attack, wasn't too bad in defence. Just an average performance, was okay today. And for me, yeah, he did really well. So, yeah, progression with Delo. Evans, for me, was a 7. Kept the clean sheet, was absolutely fantastic today. Was colossal at the back, was really calm, composed and collected. And somewhat for me, I probably prefer him to play centre-back over Lindelof. I think he just got a bit more about him. Loves playing for Manchester United. I'm not saying Lindelof doesn't, but for me, he's just been really good. And the performances he's put in have been absolutely fantastic. So you've got to rate him for that. Varane as well, another one. 7 again today, was fantastic. A Rolls Royce. We know how smooth he is as a defender. Really physical, made some great interceptions today. It was a great warrior at the back. And in the tough times of Manchester United, have not had many centre-backs available. I think him, Evan, and you've got to give Lindelof some praise as well. They have stepped up for me. I think they've been fantastic. And certainly Evan, the 36-year-old, wasn't even supposed to be playing for Manchester United. The fact that he's come in and absolutely, did fantastically well in these games just shows, it's a testament to him and just shows that what a world-class professional he is. His performances this season, yes, Dave, might have been a bit up and down, but certainly today he was absolutely fantastic. Left back for me, Lindelof, 6, was okay today, was steady, but you can't do much with the left back situation. Hopefully Wan-Bissaka can come back so we can play Delo at left back, because it's looking increasingly likely that that Malacia and Shaw will be out for the season. Now that does bring up the question why we did get rid of Reguilon, and that has actually come out that Manchester United medical staff ensured Ten Hag that we would have players back, and obviously they did lie because we didn't have any left backs available, so that did kind of put him in a bit of a pickle. But I think Lindelof, he's doing okay, but yeah, we need to get hopefully Delo over there very, very shortly, because he's someone who will give us that stability at the back, the composure, and for me, he's the best option for there at the moment. But we just need to get Wan-Bissaka back, and there's rumours that he will be back for the Liverpool game, so hopefully that gives us something to do. And we probably lose that Liverpool game, but having them back will be really important. Now, into midfield, for me, Casemiro, a 4 for me. Absolutely dreadful, particularly in that first half. He was absolutely embarrassing. Gave the ball away numerous of times, was really poor on the ball, and just didn't really look like he was in the game at moments. He was absolutely, literally every pass he was making was going wrong. And I think Everton kind of targeted as an option, as a weakness for Manchester United. I heard the commentator say that, and I do kind of agree with him. You can see they were on him straight away. You know, that pass, around the corner pass that he likes to make. They're trying to trap that off, and they know he is a vulnerability for Manchester United. We know we haven't been good enough. Casemiro was probably one of our poor performers today. I think in another game, you play like that, Everton, or if that's another team, they would absolutely destroy you. So we are very, very lucky and fortunate today to get away with it, because we certainly were not good enough, and there's a lot of improvement needed, in my opinion, for us to develop into the world-class team that we need to be. I think Casemiro should probably, in my opinion, should be moved on. And yes, it's only based off one performance, but it's looking increasingly likely that he will be moved on anyway. I don't think his performances have been pretty steady since returning back from injury. We know he's a great player to have. He's someone who's really, really rushing the tackle as well. But yeah, for me, you got to give him a 4 today. With really poor. Manu, for me, a 6, average. I think he was okay today. Typical Manu. We got on the ball quite a bit. Didn't have many chances to do much. It was a very tight game. Then the midfield from Everton was quite compact, but he did do well in moments. He was sound defensively. And yeah, it was just all right today. Not too much to say about him. He was okay. Good on the ball. And yeah, we can see what Manu does. I think he came off as well for Amrabat in the last minutes of the game. So he is playing most games, and someone who we massively need, a young player who we rely on. Number 10, Bruno. Now, it was a bit of hit or miss with his performance. Many people are saying he did well, people are saying he did bad. For me, he was okay today, 6.5. Got a penalty, or scored the penalty rather, and did okay after that. He did try the Hollywood pass too much. And he did. We kind of used him as our vocal point today. Now we expect a lot more from Bruno Fernandes. I think he's not playing his preferred position, but he plays there anyway, regardless if he's playing 10. And I think Bruno, we expect a lot from him. As I said, didn't do enough today, in my opinion. Did look a bit old, Bruno, on the ball, and he did have a few shots from the edge of the box. It did look okay, and that's a factor, but there was moments where he was trying the Hollywood pass. Now McTominay, for me, kind of a 5 as well. He was not good enough today. Didn't really see him in large parts of the game. Was not good enough, in my opinion. With McTominay, we expect more. In a game like this, you want him to get on the ball, you want him to be winning the duels, and I don't think he did enough of that today. With McTominay, as I said, he's an academy player. He knows what it means to the club, but he's not really finding himself on the pitch. He goes missing in big games. I understand why Ten Hag started him for the height, and we have got loads of injuries, but for me, he was not good enough today, and we need a lot of vast improvement needed with him. So yeah, McTominay was not good enough today. What happened with him in the summer, I don't know, but for me, I think Ineos will probably see enough and will probably get rid of him. They probably value him as an academy player, as we all do, but for me, he's just one of them that you have to go. No sentimental value, in my opinion, and no favouritism. I'll do with Garnacho last. Left wing, Rashford, for me, was a 5.5, I think, with Rashford. He didn't really get on the ball much today. Yes, he was playing majority on the left-hand side. Did find it very, very difficult. There were moments in the game where I thought he did really well defensively. He was tracking back. I mean, that should be a necessity, but for someone like Rashford, there's a huge improvement, and that shows the standards that we're working at. But for me, he was okay. I said we need more from Rashford. I think, as I said, if you compare him to other wingers, or particularly Garnacho goes to the ball and tries to make something happen. Rashford will wait for the ball to come to him, then decide to do something to happen. He's someone who doesn't really take responsibility, and that's something that we need to see a lot from Rashford. I think he's the senior forward at the minute. He's doing okay, don't get me wrong, but it's just a mere performance. Wasn't good, but yeah, still steady need for improvement. Now right hand side, Garnacho, for me, 8 out of 10, man of the match for me. Won 2 penalties, as I said, so positive. Yes, his finishing in front of goal could have been better, but for me overall he was fantastic. I think his ability again was fantastic. So when he drives out his defenders, tracked back as well amazingly today, and a true Manchester United player, in my opinion. Looked really, really well. Got man of the match, and you can see how much the fans love him. I love him. He's one of my favourite players in the current squad. He's absolutely amazing, and yeah, his performances was absolutely fantastic again today. So really happy with Garnacho, what's going on with the team, and yeah, for me, we did really, really well. Man of the match has to be Garnacho for me. Onana could be a close second, but there was a lot of positives today. Let me go through the subs now. Camberwala 6, Amrabat 6, Anthony 6. Just got to give him 6s. Didn't really have too much time to impact the game. And now Ten Hag, for me, 6.5. Did moments well in the game. Didn't really utilise the subs. I think he's got to bring on Ahmad. Please just give him a chance. He's a player who we know got a lot of potential, but we haven't seen it. But yeah, overall, I think Everton did have a lot of shots, and they did kind of open up our midfield at moments, but it's a job done. We got the 3 points, and we move on now to a huge cup game, which is Liverpool. But thanks for watching. Peace.